Hello, baby. ABC is talking. They are talking because they are pissed off that Meghan McCain is going on an interview spree talking about how toxic the View environment was, and that she's going on with her book. You know, she's talking about her book. She's promoting her book, Bad Republican. And so, you know, they even had Jedediah Bila talk to Sunny Hostin on a little View podcast and saying that wasn't her experience at the View. And girl, you know you lying. You did a whole different interview on a radio show talking about that you were fired. Stop all of that shit. Let's talk about the real tea, what the real situation was. Hi, welcome to JO Wave, new to my channel. Please click subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe and you do click the bell. Now let's get to the video. So, baby, TMZ is on this story. They are saying that Meghan McCain's story about her job being toxic is BS. We are told there are many points of dissent. For instance, ABC exec says the notion Meghan left on her own volition is wrong, and ditto for her claim everybody except her was oozing toxicity. Our sources tells us Meghan was essentially forced out of her role after an internal investigation into the environment she describes, which we are told was in fact real, but mostly due to Meghan's behavior on and off camera, not her coworkers, the other way around. Our sources says News ABC chief Kim Godwin did a thorough investigation, meeting with key stakeholders of the show, like talent and producers, and in the end, we're told she found Meghan was the source of a lot of the infighting that ultimately played out on the show, something Godwin had to address head on in an emergency Zoom meeting. So basically what they're saying is there has been problems at the show that made the environment toxic. For instance, I remember Abby Huntsman being there, and allegedly Barbara Fredita, the woman that got fired, that called Sunny Hostin low rent, I feel like she's always in my videos and I talk about The View, told Abby Huntsman allegedly that she should come on camera and say that, you know, there's no toxicity on The View. Y'all remember when Abby Huntsman's father did a whole on-camera segment when Abby Huntsman was having that little goodbye moment on the show, and he said, yes, you're coming home to your dad, you know, with no drama, and he kept saying no drama. And so, as you also recall, Abby Huntsman had two goodbye videos. The first goodbye video, I believe, was without Whoopi, and the second goodbye video, I believe, was with Whoopi, and Whoopi told Abby, do not say on camera that The View is not toxic. You already said your goodbyes. Leave it alone. Don't listen to the internal workers. Don't listen to Barbara Fredita. Just do your thing and just say goodbye. Don't mention it being toxic, okay? So that's when Abby Huntsman came out and she spoke about the toxicity of The View. You remember she did that whole piece with People magazine. So we're not saying, at least sources aren't saying that The View isn't toxic or can be toxic, because it's a job at the end of the day. You know, it's a great job with good money, but it's a job, you know, and there's always workplace politics at whatever job you go to, right? But with Meghan McCain's situation, she was the problem in this scenario. She was the problem. Meghan McCain was the problem because I remember watching one of the View Hot Topic segments, and Meghan McCain even said that she takes the topics off of air and calls the host later on to even argue with them even more. I've also gotten situations where people contacted me and said that she got people fired behind the scenes, that she is the same behind the scenes. And so TMZ says, as for her departure, our sources didn't have details on the negotiations behind the exit, but we are told the bottom line is it wasn't simply her decision. After hitting a breaking point, the network was ready to move on too. Of course, we're told this was a long time coming, as many at ABC apparently felt the old boss, James Goldstein, didn't have the stones to give Meghan McCain the boot earlier because he allegedly feared a conservative backlash. Y'all remember James Goldstein and the woman that sang, Barbara Fredita, was the ones that protected Meghan McCain. You know, Meghan McCain had Sherry Shepherd banned from the show, allegedly, right? And that was from Barbara Fredita's behalf. Barbara Fredita banned Sherry Shepherd, and they know allegedly because Sherry Shepherd told Bevy Smith on her damn show that she got banned. All right, so that's the whole notion on that. And so, Meghan, girl, you was the problem. You was the problem. You know, so sources are saying now that Meghan McCain is gone, this is all with TMZ, Our sources says the mood on set is way better and people at home can see it for themselves. The temperature in the room, we're told, has lowered. Not just that, but the ratings are steady with the show remaining #1 on daytime TV. Of course, the ratings came out. They're supposedly #1, even without Meghan McCain. She's a problem. I mean, come on now. She's a problem. The girl is a problem. She's neurotic. She's one of the, so she's an issue. She's a problem. But anyways, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments below, baby. ABC saying, fuck that girl. Give me that job because she took that job for granted. She got that job based on her last name. I would love to have a job to be on The View. I would. Call that number, ABC. Call this number on the screen. Call this number, y'all, please. You're not talking to anybody. You're just leaving a 30-second message saying, hire your boy J08 from YouTube, all right? Call that number, press 1, press 2, press 3. Click that code right there and leave you a message telling them J08 should be hired. Please do subscribe. Click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yay! Yay! I know y'all like that, so there you go.